Hey guys, so today I'm going to be doing a how to start your own YouTube channel video, and this has been really requested because it seems like a lot of you are wanting to start your own YouTube channel, and I think that's a great opportunity for you guys to take. I asked you guys on Instagram for you to ask me a few questions that you guys wanted, and I actually got over 200 comments, so I'm just going to get started. How do you get subscribers? So this question is asked so much, but honestly you just earn them by having quality videos, and I will get into that later. One thing that is kind of obnoxious is when people comment on other people's videos and it has nothing to do with that video, and they're like, oh hey, I have a video that you guys should check out, go check out my channel, it's great. And then that's just like self-advertisement on other people's channels. It's really rude, so I don't recommend you guys to do that. How to have a good quality video and good lighting. So for good lighting, that's seriously so important to your video because the lighting is everything. If someone has orange lighting or if it's really dark in the room, nobody's really going to want to watch that video. They're just going to kind of want to X out of the video. And trust me, I know from personal experiences, because when I had orangey lighting or when it was dark, nobody really watched my videos. I only had probably 20, and I was super excited about 20 views. And once my lighting and my quality of my camera got way better, I started getting views and more subscribers. It just started shooting up. And so that's pretty much what you need to have a good YouTube channel. What your first video should be. Your very first video that you should make is probably something that's really popular, probably doing a tag or doing a lookbook, because lookbooks, I feel like they get searched for really often because people are constantly looking for fashion ideas. Well, it really depends what your channel is about. Mine is about beauty, fashion, so I would do a lookbook. And if you're about video gaming, just the most popular game out there. But you need to do something that's really trending. So something that's trending, people are going to be wanting to search it up, and when they search up the video, they're going to see your video, and then therefore you get more views. How do you deal with hate? This question gets asked so much, and honestly you just have to realize that those people are losers pretty much, and they're just trying to bring you down. And I've said this so many times, if someone is trying to bring you down, it only means that they're trying to bring you down because you're already above them. You just don't need to pay attention to those people. I know it's really hard at first, but I've seriously gotten used to it. That sounds really weird, but I've gotten used to it, and then I'm just like, okay, cool. You're the one over there that doesn't have a profile picture, and you don't even make videos, so how is that going to affect me? How and what way can you promote yourself to get more subscribers? Okay, so like I said earlier, you do not want to promote yourself on other people's channels or videos or anywhere else, on other people's productions that they've made on YouTube. You don't really want to do that because people are going to be like, oh, this person is so annoying, why are they advertising themselves? And the person that made that video, they're going to see your comment, and then they're not going to be like, oh, let me click on this person, let me go check them out. Because honestly, it is so rude. It's one of the most rude things you can do on YouTube besides hate comments. I know it seems something not a big deal, and you're just like, oh, I just want to get my YouTube channel out there, and that's great, but you don't need to be putting it on other people's stuff, because that kind of comes off rude to YouTubers, because you're promoting them yourself on something that they made, if that makes any sense. So don't do that, because then people are just not gonna to gravitate to your channel. What I recommend is that you tell your friends at school if you're not shy about it. But I know that I wasn't shy about it. In middle school, I would tell people, hey, my friends, not random people. I would be like, hey, you should check out my YouTube channel, you should just check it out. And then that gets you a few views, and then they tell their friends, and then when they tell their friends their friends tell their friends, and it just gets spread on from there, and that's pretty much what you should do. So if you have an Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, or any of those social medias, you can just post it on there and be like, hey, I have a YouTube channel, if you guys want to check it out, then here's the link and everything, and you can just link it in your bio on Instagram, and then people will go and watch your videos most likely, because they're going to be curious. Because I know when some of my friends had YouTube videos, or they have YouTube videos, and they post it on their Twitter or on their Instagram, I'm like, hey, I want to see what they do. So I go on there and that brings publicity to them. How to edit your videos and how your personality should be. How I edit my videos is I will probably make a separate video on that. So I will make a separate video on how I edit my videos, because that's gonna take like a whole different video. But and how your personality should be, that's like, your personality should honestly be you, because if you fake your personality on YouTube, then people will eventually start to notice you like out in public. And when they meet you and you're not how you are on YouTube, they're going to be like, this girl or guy is really fake. And then they're not going to want to watch you anymore because you're just all an act. So you're just going to seriously want to just act yourself. And a lot of us are weird here on YouTube, and that's just because we're being ourselves. So I just really recommend that you guys are yourselves, because people actually like watching weird people. How to get rid of copyright. Well, you can't really get rid of copyright, because if you're using music that doesn't belong to you, it gets copyrighted like either way. So what you want to do is get some royalty-free music, which you can buy on certain websites. If I have any that I know of, I will link them down below. Or also you can use SoundCloud, and then you won't get copyrighted for some of them that are free. So you can just use those things and you have no copyright. Where is it best to film at? I honestly think that it's best to film like somewhere where like the background is nice. I know this isn't the best background, but like it has twinkly lights. So I think if you guys have like some twinkly lights laying around, and then you like slap them on your wall and you just like film here with some lights and a nice quality camera, that's great. Or especially if you have like a big window and you put your camera like right there on the tripod, and then you just have like natural light coming in, that's perfect. And it's perfect lighting. You don't even need lights. What editing app do you use? I use iMovie, and I use the latest version, and I don't know which version it is. How do you know what to tell your viewers and what not to? So you don't want to tell them stuff that is too personal, because if you do tell them stuff that is like way too personal, then they will eventually find out too much stuff to the point where they can probably stalk you. Like, never tell them where you live. How to create your own original username. So you want to create a username that you will not regret later on, and you will like for like the rest of your YouTube career. So I recommend that you put in your name so people know who you are and what your name is like straight away. Like mine is IThetOsBeautyXO, and I know that I will forever love my username because my name is Ivette, and I obviously love beauty. And then, you know, XO is just for like the pizzazz, I don't know. I can't really explain it because mine is just like so obvious and straight out there, IThetOsBeauty. So just do something that basically explains your channel. Not something too long, but you know, something that's to the point, and they'll basically know what your channel is about just from the name. What should you put in the description? In the description, you should just put like the description of the video, or if like you have any links, just link them down below, because people love links. What did your family and friends think when you started? My family and my friends were kind of like, like at first. Like, they supported me and all, but at first they were kind of like iffy because they didn't know like about my safety and stuff on YouTube. But you have to know that YouTube is safe as long as you don't do bad things on YouTube or let people know where you live. What camera would you recommend, and how do you edit your videos? The camera that I have, and that it works amazingly, I have the Canon EOS 70D, and I got it from Costco, and it came with like a whole kit and everything, and it was just a great deal. And then you can also return it and stuff, and if you don't like it, but I guarantee that you will love this camera because it has super fast focus and everything, and it's just amazing. How to deal with it at school. Just don't care about what people think at school, because I know I was the one that was just like really shy about my YouTube once I got to high school. Like in middle school I really didn't care, but in high school it was just so bad. But honestly, you should just not care about what people think at your high school, because it's actually really cool to say that you do YouTube videos, because honestly, how many people at school can say that? Like, I'm a YouTuber. I'm pretty sure that you're probably the only one, or like the 1 out of 2 that makes YouTube videos at school. So seriously, just ignore it. How much does it matter about the lighting or the spot you film in? The lighting and the spot that you film in matters so much. It is critical to the whole YouTube video, because the lighting is what makes the video what it is. And the filming spot, if like you're in a background where it's like kind of not neat and it's kind of messy, people are gonna be like, whoa. So I kind of recommend that you guys just get a nice background and some good lighting. And I know many of you are gonna ask what lighting I use, and I just use, seriously, like you can go out to Target and I'll just insert a picture here. Just get like this lighting, and it's probably like $30–50. It's really important to invest on lighting and a good camera, because that's seriously what's gonna make your videos. So that's the lighting that I use, and it works great for me. What camera is good to start out with? So you know, like those little digital cameras that you can just, they're like tiny, they're like this small, and then you can just like, you know, zoom in. Like I have a little Canon one. Okay, so this is the one that I used when I first started out making YouTube videos. It's a little Canon one, and it looks like this. It just looks like this. It's like a little normal Canon one, and you know, it's just like a little digital one. That's actually what I recommend, because it has this one has up to 720p in quality, and so yeah, I recommend one of these. And while you have like one of these cameras, I recommend that you start investing and saving up your money on to get a Canon or a Nikon, but I really recommend Canon, and getting a good quality camera. And I'll insert a picture here of the camera that I use if you guys don't know what a Canon EOS 70D is, but that's the camera that I use. And so you guys can save up. They are kind of expensive, not kind of expensive, they are expensive. They're $1,000. It's really worth the investment, so I really recommend that you guys invest in that if you want to become a successful YouTuber. How to keep up a schedule. Do something that will be realistic. Maybe if like you're barely starting off on YouTube and you have like time once a week, that would be great. Like make it one video once a week. If you get haters, how do you react to them, or do you just block them? I don't bother blocking them, because honestly, if the haters are always going to be coming back to my videos, and whenever they come back to my videos, they're just getting me another view, and if they're commenting, I'm just getting another comment, and that's just bringing more publicity to my channel. What happens if you don't have a good camera, lighting, and editor? If you don't have a good camera, lighting, and editor, people are probably not going to want to watch your videos. Like, that's just the plain truth. Like, if you have an orangey or like a dark video, like I said earlier, and if your camera's kind of like all pixelated and you can barely see your face, or it's like something that's not like attractive, people are not going to want to watch your video, because it's going to be like all, I don't really know how to explain it. And if you don't have a good editor and it's just like one whole slop, like people are going to be like, oh, and then they're going to want to X out of the video. So I really say that those 3 things are really important to having a good, successful YouTube. And the very last thing I'm going to answer, because I have so many questions, like seriously, look at this, it's crazy, it's overflowing. From Grace, and she said, okay, please answer this, so I'm answering it. How did you deal with all the hate, and were you afraid of creepy people like the stalkers, and how would you deal with that? So with that, I already talked about the hate. You just have to learn to ignore it. And with the creepy people, those people are the ones that you need to block as soon as possible. So just do that, and if you have creepy people, just block them. That's it. So that is all for my video, and I hope this helped you guys, and if it did, comment down below, give this a thumbs up, and favorite, share it to the world, and thank you guys so much for watching. I'll talk to you guys later.